empty net, they score! Make believe!
You're watching Samuel B12.
All right. Ground ball, Vladdy, over. They do it. The Blue Jays have won the division. The Blue Jays have won the division. Pop them if you got them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're watching Sam Welby Experience.
Hi, I'm Kate Bernass, and you're watching the Samuel B12 Experience.
What's up, baseball fans? Here we go again. This time it's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Detroit Tigers. It is split squad action here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. The Jays, the Tigers going toe to toe. Bush, what's going on? Welcome in. Diamond, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in, everybody. Holmes, what's up? Welcome to the party. It is going to be a big time day for the Blue Jays. They got their big squad here in Dunedin on the mound. It's going to be Kevin Gausman getting the start for the Blue Jays. Hey, you, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. But it's going to be Kevin Gausman on the mound. He has 1 inning pitched in this spring training, and that's it. And Ghazi going to the lineup for the Jays. It is going to be a fun one, and I'm excited. I'm excited because there's some guys here that we really do want to see. Let's kick it off. Springer in the DH spot, leading it off. Nathan Lucas, who had a big grand slam the other day. Schneider is in the lineup. Varsho, Barger, Heineman, and then we go to some of the minor leaguers or some of the fill-ins, if you will. The depth with Clace, Kasevich, and Keys. For the Tigers, it's going to be Meadows, McKinstry, Verling, Keith, Cruz, Anderson, Youngyi, Jukes, Naito, and getting the start, it's going to be Sammons for the Tigers. Bryan Sammons against Kevin Gausman here to start off this game, and I am very excited to see Ghazi bring this one in. Hey, JD. Hey, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Like I said, it is split squad game. There is another Blue Jay game going on, Blue Jays versus Baltimore. That one is going to be taking place at Ed Smith Stadium in Sarasota. The Blue Jays sending over there Miles Straw, Jesus Sanchez, Eloy Jimenez. Those are really the names, you know. Everybody else, I think Nimala is over there as well, so it is a much smaller roster over on that side of the turf. So we have the better game here for you tonight. The Jays, the Tigers, live from TD Ballpark in Dunedin, Florida. And this should be a fun game today. It's an important game today because the Blue Jays, let's face it, their spring, it hasn't been the best spring. It hasn't been the best one. So we will see. TJ, all right, man. TJ, thank you. No need to spam, but welcome in. Go, Vladdy, go. Vladdy, the big man on campus. You know, it's exciting. It's exciting to see what they're going to do and how they are going to perform. I'm excited for Vladdy. I'm excited for Alejandro Kirk. A lot of the Blue Jays getting a chance to have some fun over in the World Baseball Classic. So that is pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good. So good on Vladdy. Why do they do split squad games? It really is just to get more folks in there, more folks in and playing. That's really it. It is as simple as that. They have a lot of folks on the roster, so they're trying to get playing time in, so they're going to split it up and get more people to play these games. That's really what it all comes down to. So nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy like that. It's purely just to get guys into games. That really is what it is. But again, TJ, thank you very much. We appreciate you bringing us the latest diamond. You're very welcome. Joe, how's it going? Let's go Jays. And Jays, gonna be fun. I'm excited for Springer. He's had a couple of hits. Lucas with a couple of hits. David Schneider with a hit. We want to see these guys really get it going. Randy, how's it going? Yeah, I haven't really been outside that much. But definitely want to take advantage of this warm weather while it is out there, because it is a nice day, a very nice day. All right, Mega, sounds good, man. Sounds good. But welcome in everybody. No curling streams. No, Mega. We will not be doing curling streams. During the Olympics, we did a little curling bonus coverage, but we will not be doing curling on the regular. There's too much sports to be going on and bringing you some curling action. All right, we are just moments away. We're just a couple of minutes away from first pitch here, then a commercial break. Of course, the Tigers going to be up first. The Blue Jays looking to have a good afternoon. Hey, hockey, what's going on? Welcome in. Gusty day for you. 75-kilometer gusts. That is very gusty. It's nice here. Yeah, I don't even know what the temperature is, but it's sunny and it looks great outside. Sun is peeking through the clouds. Down in Florida, in Dunedin, it is 80 degrees and cloudy. There's a 5-mile-an-hour wind blowing in from center field, so those long fly balls might need a little extra oomph. Otherwise, it could get caught up and not travel. But it is a nice day, 80 degrees and cloudy. Look at that, Triton throwing pies already, getting it going, throwing the pies. You catch up with her. There you go, Diamond. Thank you so much, Diamond. Appreciate it. Hey, Gumdrop, happy Sunday. James, Biggie in the house. Welcome in, everybody, as you are rolling in. Make sure you do that thing. Hit that thumbs up button for us. Hit that like button to get this party started. If you're not already subscribed as well, hit that subscribe. If you're watching on Team Replay, welcome in as well. Hey, Benjamin, welcome to the show. Being a Tiger fan, I love Tiger versus Blue Jay games. And you know what? It's funny, Ben, they always seem to be good games, right? Every time the regular season, the Jays and Tigers get together, it ends up being an exciting game. It ends up looking like a whole lot of fun because both these teams put on a show one way or another. It doesn't matter the highs or the lows, they put on a show. I'm really excited for Gausman today. Again, don't expect to see Gausman go 9 innings. Gausman will probably pitch 2 or 3, depending on the pitch count. But I'm excited to see Gausman, the big man, warming up. I believe Gausman is going to be your opening day starter unless things change around, but I believe it's going to be Gausman. And last season, he was okay. 3.59 ERA. He throws a lot of strikes, and we hope he can continue doing that all the way through. Skittles, what's going on? Welcome in. If the Tigers won the ALDS last year, they would have got destroyed by the Jays. Jays were on one last year for sure. They were on one big time. Hey there, Jeff. Welcome in. That's right. Yes, Vladdy with a big home run today, as expected. We know there's been a ton of big home runs over the last couple of days in the World Baseball Classic. We see Team Canada with a big home run, Vladdy with a home run today, Ohtani with a home run, lots of home runs going around and lots of different home run traditions starting. We've seen the home run jacket. We've seen the home run espresso shot. We've seen the home run changing of the guard by Great Britain. All kinds of crazy traditions coming out. But it's time for the spring training tradition as Gausman is on the mound, and we were about to get this one going on. First pitch, stepping up, Gausman. And why, oh why, can I get this going? All right, here comes Gausman. First pitch, first swing. It's going to be popped up into shallow center field. Underneath it, the catch is made, and we are down just like that. Meadows popping up to Kasevich. First pitch, and this game is official. 1:10 p.m. Eastern time. Play ball. Good first, but hey, if we can get one pitch, 1 outs all the way through, Gausman might stick around for a little while. That's going to bring up McKinstry now. Let's see. Come on, Gausman. Keep the trend. Here's the pitch. Just misses for a ball. McKinstry, you let us down. You're supposed to swing so we can get a quick out there. So Zach McKinstry last season played 144 games. Here's the 1-0. Takes that one. 2-0 now. That one was pretty close. Just a little high. Gausman delivering already, just over 91 miles an hour. There's the pitch. This one in there for a strike. Very good pitch. It's time to start Blue Jays baseball. That's right, Jeff. That is right. 2-1 the count to McKinstry. This one in there. Didn't get in the chase. Count goes to 3-1. Breaking out the splitter. Tiger offense is the big thorn in their side. That's a big thorn to have, Ben. That's a big thorn. If you can't get the offense going, that's calls for problems. This one down the middle, popped up. Left field going to the track. Underneath it, the catch is made. The Blue Jays going to haul that one in on a long fly ball. McKinstry giving that one a ride as Dalton Varsho comes over to make the catch. Who did he give it a ride? And that is probably what was able to pull things in. Hey, Chad, you mean later tonight when Canada plays? Right now, it's the Blue Jays and the Tigers. Canada plays Panama later tonight in the World Baseball Classic. So here's Verling with 2 outs taking the first pitch. Just misses low. That was close. That was close. There it is. Ace coming out to put on a show. Oh, Jays. Oh, which Jays players? This one coming just down low again. That was close. That was close. Whoops. All right, this one is going to be popped up down to right center field to the track again. A long ride. The catch is made, and the Blue Jays get out of it. There we go. That's what we like to see. Springer going to lead the way up. Way to go. So there's 12 players. Let's see. Let's break this down. So Vladimir Guerrero is playing for the Dominican Republic. Alejandro Kirk is on Mexico. Ernie Clement is on the U.S. Kazuma Okamoto is playing on Japan. Andreas Jimenez. There's like 3 Jimenezes now, so we got to be specific. Andreas Jimenez is on Venezuela. Uriel Rodriguez. Remember Uriel Rodriguez? Oh, Uriel Rodriguez. Man, I miss Uriel Rodriguez. He's playing on Cuba. Lee is on Panama. CJ Stubbs, we saw him a little bit in this preseason. Stubbs is playing for Israel. RJ Schreck is on Israel. Ishmael Magunya is with Nicaragua. Will Cresswell is with Great Britain as you go into the prospects. But really, your starters, Andreas Jimenez, Okamoto, Ernie Clement, Alejandro Kirk, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. are the big headliners playing in the World Baseball Classic. Hey, Lucas, how's it going? I'm doing very well, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're off to a great start. That's right. And RJ Schreck, I've quite enjoyed watching him play so far. We've only seen him in a couple of games, but Schreck has looked okay. All right, back from break. Here comes George Springer. Bryan Sammons going to take on Springer. Sammons with a 3.43 ERA in Japan last year. Come on, Georgie, want to get off to a good start? Phone changed by itself. Don't you love when phones do that? Yeah, Chad, it's pretty good. It's going to be fun. You think Japan's going to take it? Raphael says Japan's going to take it. They're definitely one of the front runners, one of the favorites for sure. I have the Dominican on my side going to take it. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Springer had a 309 average last season. He's in the hole here 0-1. Here's the second pitch. Takes that one high, can even it up at 1-1. You know, George was one of these guys, man, come playoff time, he was battered and bruised, but he hung in there. He leaders of this team throughout their playoff run. Takes the 1-1, going to foul this one back. The Young Jays catcher, Venezuela, is good in my opinion. Yep. Hey, Pickleball Pat, what's going on? Could have been by choice. Could have been by choice. Remember, he was, like I was saying, was really beat up last year. All right, TJ, we've warned you before. So you're going to foul this back again. Come on, Georgie, put it in play. Hammers this one down the left side. That's drifting foul. And it is just foul. Perfect spring training song. It really is. It really such a great tune. A very good tune. At least tanking it's time. Oh, Jeff, we're not going to talk about those guys today. Maybe a little bit later. I'm in a good mood right now. They were so bad. So bad. So Springer here, 2-2. Making Sammons throw a lot of pitches here early. Up to 5 pitches to start this game. Here's number 6. Down low. Going to bring it to a full count. 78 miles an hour. Favorite Canadian band of all time? Oh, that's a tough question. Here's a 3-2. This one is hit. Driven to left center, and that's going to be catchable. The catch is made. We actually saw a couple drop balls yesterday in the World Baseball Classic Canada game. But favorite Canadian band of all time? I mean, the Hip definitely has to be up there. The Diamond, that's the other one, right? The Hip and Rush. Those are really the two in the full conversation. You know, I do think, you know, in a very distant third, you're going to find Bare Naked Ladies, right? They're such a Canadian staple. Definitely not on the same level as those other bands, but, you know, they've done a lot for Canadian music. Pitch in. That's a ball to Luca. Oh, wait a second. I guess he said strike. I thought he said ball. So it goes to 0-2 on Nathan Lucas here. And the Merrymakers. Some 41. You guys pronounce Rush. April 1. Yeah, April 1 was good. Loverboy was good. Our Lady Peace. Can't forget Our Lady Peace. Our Lady Peace was so good. Hey, Alex. Welcome in. Don't forget the Arkells as well. Arkells are becoming very, very popular. This one is hit hard. Driven into left field. And there's a base hit. Nathan Lucas. With one out, going to be one on. Lucas is swinging the bat pretty okay right now. Pretty okay. And if you go back even further, of course, Charles, yeah, Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams, one of the Canadian greats for sure. He's actually going to tour again, which is awesome to see. But yeah, Bryan Adams up there. And don't forget Alanis Morissette, who probably dominated the early 90s with Jagged Little Pill. So here comes Davis Schneider. Takes the first pitch high. Davis Schneider he's struggled a little bit. You know, when he's in the field, he's going to be consistent. He played 82 games last season with a .234 average. Still hit 11 home runs. I'm a big fan of Davis Schneider. Would just like to see him become a lot more consistent. Doesn't have to hit a ton of long balls, but I'd like to see him get on base just a little bit more. Because he's pretty stellar. Okay, fine. I'll have to leave for Lightning game after the first period because there you go, Jeff. Do you have roasted chicken for lunch with potato? I actually didn't have lunch today. This pitch coming in, that's good for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Heard a lot of Canadian skins. Ben, you know, when we talk about music, especially it always ends up going down the rock path. We always kind of leave out Celine. Celine, you know, as a pop star is, I don't want to say was, because she still is phenomenal. 2-2 now on Schneider. Takes that one in for a strike. Triumph getting back together. Oh my goodness. I'm a big fan. I've seen her in concert several times, and she's wonderful. So here's the 2-2 to Schneider. Takes this one up high. Another full count. Deep breath, Schneider. Gotta watch. Gotta watch. Really, Skittles? Interesting. Schneider getting set in the box. Sammons delivers. This is going to be popped up. First base side in foul territory. That's going to be a catch. So not able to advance the runner. Lucas still remains on first base now with 2 down as Dalton Varsho going to step up here. I'm more of a fan of Annie Lennox. I like Annie. Listen, Walking on Broken Glass, man, I love that song so much. Shania Twain is another one. Shania was really good. Kev and Santander both sucked in the playoffs. Yes, yeah. Well, Santander didn't really play. He was beat up. He was injured. Varsho, he's gonna fly out, and that's gonna do it here for the Blue Jays. Can't advance the runner. So let's move it right along. Top of the second, coming up for Colt Keith, Trey Cruz, and Max Anderson. Hey, Kelly, what's going on? Welcome in. Nice to see the Ducks first. The Ducks are blowing my mind. The Ducks are absolutely blowing my mind. Saw the Tigers play the Blue Jays about a week and a half ago in Lakeland. Nice, Charles. Did you have a good time? Hey, Steve, welcome in. Oh, yeah, Mega. Todd Cochran, of course. How do we forget Tom Cochran? He's so good. I mean, Tom Cochran, Life is a Highway exploded. It blew up so much that I think a lot of his other music kind of was forgotten about by the mainstream stations and stuff. But Tom Cochran was good. And anytime you can break out a harmonica, oh, it gets me. Love a good harmonica solo. Oh, Jonathan, we've talked a lot about that over the last couple of days. We're going to leave it alone for now. I think needless to say, you know, my closing comment on that would be it wasn't good, that it was not good. Yes, I did, but the game was a tie, which sucks. That's true. That's true. As long as you had fun, though. And you don't get to see a tie all that often. The bat flip by Batista was legendary, of course. What a moment that was. Such a big moment. One that a lot of us, you know, will remember for a long time. You had the Joe Carter home runs. You have the Jose Bautista bat flip. You know, these are all big moments that people look back in history and will always remember. Lakeland is a nice park, but man, can it get humid there? Yeah, that's the problem. So I only had the pleasure of going to one preseason game ever, and to date myself, it was the Montreal Expos against the Baltimore Orioles, and it was hot. It was beyond hot. That's right, Jonathan. There are 2 J games today. It's a split squad game. Gausman back on the mound with the first pitch strike here to Keith. Here in Dunedin, it is the bigger roster, but they did send a squad over to play Baltimore today. We'll be checking in on that score in a little bit. Neil Young, Tea Party, yeah, more good ones. This is going to be driven, and that's going to get through. Hard hit ball. Schneider couldn't bring that one in, and that's a base hit there. Barger's pitch hit grand slam. I mean, yeah, how insane was that? It's those moments where guys get recognized. Hey, Mason, how's it going? So, like, why are there 2 Blue Jay games on right now? So, Mason, it is split squad. So they do this a couple times every year. Swing and a miss by Cruz as Gausman delivers in. So because there's so many players on the roster, and you'll see over the coming weeks, some guys will start to get moved around and rosters will start to trim down. But because there's so many folks, they want to get everybody into play. So they split up the roster. This is curling in a foul territory, and there it goes. So the count now to Cruz becomes 0-2. But yeah, half the squad, a lot of the AAA and AA folks are over playing Baltimore, and the other half are here taking on Detroit at TD Ballpark in Dunedin. And it looks, I know it says 80 degrees and cloudy today, but that sun is peeking out. It looks hot there. This is going to be popped up. Good pitch there by Gausman. A play on it in foul territory. The third base side, the catch is made. Barger hauls it in, and Barger looks like he's put on some meat. Barger's chest and shoulders look massive. So he's definitely been hitting the weights, because he definitely has bulked up a little bit. So we'll see. I'm assuming with that bulk up, we're going to see a lot more power this year from Barger. We're going to see the Jays play the Tigers at their home field next week. Nice. Used to have the Batista bat flip as your background on the computer. It's a great moment. It is definitely backdrop worthy. Yater, yes. So Vladdy's not playing for the Blue Jays today. Vladdy is playing over in the World Baseball Classic, and he does have a home run tonight. Swing and a miss there. Anderson now in the hole, 0-2. Hey, Rick, what's going on? Yeah, Vladdy with that big home run. Hey, Munchie, what's up? Dave Steve's no-hitter. Oh, yes, Dave Steve. That was a great, that was such a cool moment. And there's a strikeout by Gausman, getting the job done here early. So 2 down. 2 down, 1 left on. Nathan Lucas got on base for the Blue Jays earlier, but they couldn't move him around. So now it's the Tigers' turn with 1 on and 2 outs. Barger kind of looking in the sun as that sun is peeking out. First pitch low. So 1-0 to Jay Young. Gausman set to deliver. Here's a pitch. This one is hit hard over the head of Schneider. That's going to drop in. Picking it up. They bobble it in right field. It's thrown in, but the runner stays at second base. So with 2 down, now 2 on for the Tigers. 4-1 in the fifth. And that's kind of to be expected. Dominican should really be running away with it. Dominican, U.S., Japan, the favorites. 2 on, 2 outs. Gausman about to throw pitch number 20. Gausman looking the runner. Now he delivers. Just misses inside. Pretty close pitch. Now, Gausman, with the splitter and the four-seam fastball, can really mix and match and hide his pitches. Corey Jokes getting set, driving this one towards short. Kasevich to second. Safe. Oh, goodness. Bases loaded here with 2 outs. The rumors about Gausman, a picture. Interesting. Carlos Delgado 4 home run game. Steve, I actually don't remember that. So a slow roller up to short. It's fielded. It's thrown over to second. Not in time. So bases loaded here for the Tigers early. Schneider. Yikes. Nothing more he could have done, but you got to go to that ball. Waited for that ball to come to short. Gausman in a bit of a jam here. This one going to be chopped foul, 1-1. The count goes all with 2 outs. Hey, would like to sleep. Good afternoon. Welcome in, everybody. Thomas Nito only played 11 games last season with a .343 average. Getting an opportunity here early with the bases loaded. Gausman misses just low again. Count now goes to 2-1. Gotta just pull it. This is going to be popped foul. Going to go just out. Now it's 2-2 with 2 outs. 2003 against the Rays. Oh, that's going way back. Going way back. Way back, playback. Here's the 2-2 by Gausman. Misses low again. Oh, boy. Full count, 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded here in the second. The struggles for Gausman continue. Now, in the Canada-Colombia game yesterday, we saw 2 walks with bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Runners are going, and it's foul back. Bringing out the fastball. That's okay. That's good memory, though. Good memory. The wind's starting to pick up. You can see Gausman's hair blowing in the wind. Here's the pitch. Runners going. Again, it's foul back. Trying to just blow this one by him. Up to 28 pitches now. No way. Rick, you're not pulling my leg, right? Runners go, swing and a miss. Gausman strikes him out. Gausman gets the job done, but hold the phone. Hold the phone. Breaking news. I gotta look this up. I gotta confirm. We gotta confirm. It's all over X. Oh my goodness. If this is true, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's see. Let's see. We're doing a little research here on the fly. Let's see. Did MLB post it themselves? There's Vladdy's Jack. Oh, I'm seeing place. That's funny. Let's see. I'm looking. Gotta find the source. Let's keep checking here. Jeff, it would be amazing. It would be absolutely crazy. It would be absolutely wild. That's why I'm looking. Yeah, my whole feed is all Vladdy. Let's see here. Download the app for the latest offers. All right, I'm not seeing it. Doesn't mean it. I mean, it could be true. Or it says MLB expansion to Montreal is a possibility for a new team by 2028, following the resolution of the labor negotiations in 26 and media rights in 27. While investor groups are aligned and interest remains, major hurdles include securing $2 to $5 billion for a new stadium. Okay, interesting. All right, we'll have to keep our eyes open. You've seen the Expos posted it. Oh man, this is becoming real. Let's see. This is very exciting. Very exciting. Here we go. Okay. New stadium for the Montreal Expos. We're the team to return. I share the results. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Wow. Okay, so this could be a possibility over the next couple of years here. Breaking news. Good job, Montreal. Here's the 3-2. Barger hits this one, smacks this one. Good golly, Miss Molly. It is out of here. Addison Barger going yard. There we go. Bam, bam, Barger. Just as I close the research window, Barger goes deep. Hey, Joshua, how's it going? Thanks for the heart, buddy. Welcome in, Wolfgang. What's going on? Wow, big home run there. Come on, April. Can't wait. Go Jays. Will it be a Dodgers rematch? So what we were looking at was the breaking news of the Montreal Expos potentially getting a team back. MLB posting expansion to Expos in a new stadium. Very, very, very exciting news. If you're a Canadian baseball fan, this is going to be hit hard. Again, we'll keep an eye open for more details as they come, but that's huge news. Tyler Heineman stepping up now as the Blue Jays on that solo shot take a 1-0 lead over the Tigers here in the bottom of the second inning. Just as we were talking about how big Barger looked, he smashes this one. Home Montreal. Yeah, Mega, I do as well. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Rick. What's
what they do is they can compare notes on what the ball is doing. What's this ball doing? Breaking ball.
There it is. Wow. All right. So who is this Pierrick? It's like a Montreal podcaster.
Those things can help.
Here it is. MLB B. Okay, I'll read this at the next commercial break. Rick, thank you for sending that over. Swing and a miss by Heineman. Heineman goes down. Hey, Andrew. Big hit there. That home run by Barger was nice. Just drove this. So we'll read through that little notice here in just a moment. Clay's coming in now. He swings at the first pitch. Gonna foul that back in the hole. 0-1. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Oh, nope, just lied. Wait, were we at 13 or 12 before? I don't know. If somebody hit that subscribe, thank you. If not, and you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's free. And make sure you tap that thumbs up as well. Hit that like. 0-2 now, Clay's in the hole. Jonathan Clace wearing number 8. Takes that one in there for a ball. Let's go. We were at 8-12. Okay. Skittles, thank you. I was like, is my mom playing tricks on me? Here's the 1-2. Swinging foul. Good battle here. Sammons up to 33 pitches so far. As we sit here in the bottom of the second inning, both pitchers throwing a lot. Classe. Very similar, pronounced very similar to Glossette. Glace. Count now 2-2. He's a youngster. I gotta tell you, the one thing I love about spring training so much is getting a chance to see a lot of these youngsters step in and see what potential is cooking. This is going to be chopped foul. Picked up at third, over to first. Can he beat it out? No. 2 down. 2 down. Oh, I left my cards over there again. Darn it. I gotta grab those as well. Oh, I prefer the Glossette peanuts over the raisins. I'm not a raisin fan, though.
a lot of space in his debut. Just a shortstop.
This one comes low to Kasevich as Kasevich is stepping in here. Being destroyed by the Dominicans. 7-1 now. That's what we would expect to see. Wow, you guys all love the Raisins. Eh? I'm alone in that one then. I'm not a Raisin fan at all. Here's the 1-0. Down low again. Going to go to 2-0. Love turtles. Yes, turtles are great. So good. Kasevich. Kasevich is one of these guys talking about youngsters. I'm enjoying the play of Kasevich. Swinging and a chop this one up to short again. Over to first in time, and that's going to retire the side. So that ends the inning. We're going to the top of the third for Meadows, McKinstry, and Verling back to the top of the order. But let's look at this breakdown. So MLB posted, it says MLB, be ready for Montreal. Premier market, top 5 media market in North America, billion plus USD companies, perfect timing for a second team. World-class city, internationally renowned, and ready to host the world's greatest MLB players and fans. Central location within a key time zone near many strong markets, Toronto, Boston, New York. New stadium plan, modern waterfront designed to maximize revenue, tailor-made for winning franchise. In a passionate city, family tradition, millions waiting, blah, 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 blah. Time for expansion to come to Montreal. It's coming. Baseball returns north. That is huge news. Huge news. I'm so excited. That is great. Very, very good stuff. Again, it looks legit, but hopefully it is legit. Wow. That would be great. I think a team is due out in Vancouver as well. I think that would be your 3 starting bases to have. Toronto is obviously solidified. You get one back in Montreal, and then you go out to Vancouver. I think that is how you get things rolling. Jays leading 1-0 in both games. Thank you, Diamond. They're up in the other game. Kevin, what's going on? Expos. Hope for the return of Quebec Nordiques and hockey and MLB expansion to share the stadium with a retractable roof. Also, hockey field to baseball field. That would be wild, Andrew. I think that would be the first time that's ever been done. We've seen, obviously, hockey and basketball shared together. Hockey and baseball shared would be wild. Kitchener was my old stomping grounds. Got Sittler's autograph there in his rookie year. Sweet. All right, Gausman coming back out on the mound. Got himself in a bit of trouble last inning, had the bases loaded, was able to get out of it. Back to the top of the lineup for Meadows. He's 0 for 1 today. Takes a first pitch in here for a strike. Meadows popped up the first pitch last go around. This time he takes it. Get a foul off this one in the hole, 0-2. Happy Galaxy Kevin's Day. Gausman delivers the 0-2. This is going to be pop foul yet again. Think it'd change the hockey stick to a bat and the puck logo to a Nordiques logo. That would be kind of neat. Oh, by the way, that's right. Happy time change. Hopefully you've changed all your clocks. I haven't changed all of mine yet. I'm falling behind in the time clock. Now 9-1. Wow, Rick. They are just exploding. There, Benjamin's back. Had to charge the phone up. Get the phone charged up. Allman, thank you for the heart. I appreciate that. Welcome into the folks on all platforms today. You forgot the time changed. This one down low. So another full count here for Gausman. 35 pitches. Here in the top of the third. I'll be honest with you. This, I have a feeling, could be his last inning. Swing. This is going to be put into play. Rolling down to first base. Scooped up. Tagged the runner. And he's down. So good work there by Gausman. Hang on one sec. Had to get the baseball cards that I picked up. Wanted to show you. Dallas, what's up? Welcome in. Gausman delivering to McKinstry. That one goes right to the backstop as a ball. So there's a lot of good rookies in this year's crop. Here's the pitch. That one looks good in there for a strike. Real nice pitch. Where is... Uh-oh, where did I put? This is going to be hit hard right to first again. Picked up and step on the bag. Hang on, I'm missing one. One sec. There we go. I'm like, where is what I was looking for? So here comes Verling now, stepping up with 2 down, 2 outs. And you know what I am missing? Here, we'll take this. We got our first challenge. The catcher's challenging the ball. And holy smokes, by the smallest margin, just misses. Wow. A 1/10 of an inch. A 1/10 of an inch. That's how close it was. So the count goes to 1-1. That's wild. This pitch in there for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. A bizarre pitch to challenge with 2 outs, nobody on. It would have driven the count to 0-2, but still a very wild pitch to challenge. No worries, Dallas. All good. Here's the 1-2, going to be fouled off. So many fouls. So Verling now, 2 outs, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Doesn't chase. Doesn't chase. Trying to get him. Challenge would have been good in the World Series. Oh my goodness, Joshua. Yes, it would have. Yes, it would have. Here's the 2-2 now. Going to be hit right up to Gausman. He's going to field that. Tossing it over to first, and the side is retired. Bottom of the third coming up, Sean Keys. Then to the top of the lineup for George Springer, Nathan Lucas. So I picked up a couple of different styles of packs of the baseball cards this year. We bought a regular fat pack. We bought a hanger pack. And we bought a blaster box. And we got a couple of good cards. One of the cards I like is this 2025 All Tops team. We got the Paul Skeens. So, oh, come on. Paul Skeens. It's a nice card there. We also picked up a rookie card. And I believe this is the gentleman we saw in the Play for Canada yesterday. He had a 2-run home run. The Chicago Cubs, Owen Casey with the jersey relic, the little jersey patch there of Casey. That was pretty good. Got a couple base rookie cards here. A little Peyton Tolley on the rookie. Jack Caglione, one of the top chase rookies this year. We got a Stars of the MLB rookie card for Roman Anthony. So it's pretty good. They're nice. They did some decent jobs. Some of the variants we picked up. Mike Trout for Angel fans. Mike Trout, pretty good. And some of these refractors didn't hit a rookie though. We got Spencer Horowitz on the diamond refractor. And Matthew Boyd on the refractor. So it's kind of cool. They did a nice job, but I find you don't get a ton. You get a lot of common hits. You don't get a lot of variant hits, and they are not cheap. And of course, we did get doubles, Stars of the MLB. It's going to go in our baseball giveaway. We got a Stars of the MLB Aaron Judge. So we'll be giving that away at some point during the season. A little Aaron Judge. So Keys stepping in here. The number 9 hitter. Swinging and a hit this one. A little almost like a bunt. Throwing it over to first just in time. One down, going up to the top of the lineup. Put those back. I've built PC since 1990 and had my own. Oh, very cool, Steve. Very cool. Josh, what's up? Raining in Saskatoon. I like Mike Trout to go to the. That would be something. Mike Trout. Talk about a guy who can hit. He hits and hits hard. Here comes Springer swinging at the first pitch. Fouls that one off. Almost tripped himself up. Kevin, I'm not sure who you're talking about there. Oops. The bots coming out. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you, mods. Appreciate ya. I hit the wrong button. So Springer, even in the count, 1-1. Pitch number 44 from Sammons. Down low around the knees. Going to go to 2-1. Benjamin, oh boy, we're getting spammed all over the place. Spammed all over. Thank you, mods. MLB bots are back. Springer going to foul this one off. Count goes to 2-2. The bots are back in town. The bots are back in town. Come on, Georgie. Springer waiting. Sammons now 46 pitch. Dropped it in just high. That was pretty close. That was very close. Let's see. What is this? This one misses, and he's gonna walk. Mr. Springer. Georgie gonna find his way on base. Whew. Very, very, very good job by the Blue Jays. George Springer on base, looking to add another run. Here comes Nathan Lucas. Taking the first pitch. That one misses. 1-0. If Lucas could become more consistent, holy smokes. Lucas is a good hitter. Lucas a very good hitter if he can get himself going. Every 10 bots, you get a free toaster. This one going to be up high. So, Pickleball Pat, for channel members, and I can double check. Can I do it from here? I might have to go over here. So channel members, everybody earns points just by hanging out and having some fun. But then channel members have an additional game that they can play where they can gamble with the points. And it's just a fun way of being a little interactive on the stream. So that is open for all channel members. Now Nathan Lucas is going to make his way down to first base. And I'm actually just checking Pickleball Pat for you here. You should be in here. So yeah, channel members can play along and have some fun. I've never actually played pickleball. I'm sure I would love it. I enjoyed playing tennis back in the day. I don't think I could play tennis today. It would kill my knees. So I'm sure I'd love pickleball, but just never actually gone out and played it on my own. So the Blue Jays with 1 down, 2 outs here. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Here comes Schneider. Davis Schneider takes this one in there for a strike. First pitch. He's 0 for 1 with a pop out in the first. 3 medals yesterday and 3 more medals today. Wow. Rick, they are on fire. They are playing well. And I checked Pickleball Pat. You are loaded in there as this is in on the hands. It's popped up. Going into foul territory, running over. The catch is made. Schneider is retired. So 2 down. Here comes Dalton Varsho. So if you do exclamation mark points in the chat over on YT, it'll tell you how many points you have earned, and then you're able to do the gamble with your points. It's a simple dice roll, no actual real money involved, just a way to have some fun. Imagine if Judge and Ohtani played for Toronto. Yeah. It would be something. Here's the pitch coming in. Strike here to Varsho. I was disappointed when I played pickleball. There were no pickles. Onyx, what's going on? Who doesn't love a good pickle? Now the question to find out is sour or dill. What is your pickle preference? This one just misses. Count goes to 1-1. It's very, very important. Sour or dill. Going with the dill. Not a fan of pickles. This is going to be popped up again, going into foul territory, running there. Well, there's a chance. And no, the ball boy getting at a dodge, getting out of there, but can't come up with it. Not in the burger time. Oh, Andrew, burger time was so awesome. Dill, nothing sour. Deli dill. Not in Burger Time. Burger Time was so good. Those games were so good back then. Burger Time, Paperboy. So come on, Varsho. Count 1 and 2. Let's advance. Runners pickoff attempt at second. Springer slides back in time. Kevin, no, do you really drink pickle juice? I've heard it will flush your system. Actually, you can't stand pickles. Here's the 1-2, misses for a ball, 2-2. Nothing. A slice, a pickle slice. Oh, did it catch him? Did it hit him? So they're going to say he was hit by a pitch. So Varsho gets nicked on the elbow. I didn't even see it hit him. Varsho going to go to first. So now the Blue Jays have the bases loaded. And here comes Addison Barger. Little sips, not a pint of it. Okay. Dill Pickles Restaurant. Really, Steve? I didn't know that. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Yeah, we were at a hockey skate last night. It was Very exciting. Little late night. It was like 8:30 or something like that. We got a pitching change here for the Tigers with Barger coming up. He home runned his first at bat. And so with the bases loaded, 2 outs, we're going to get a pitching change. All the deals you could eat for free with the meal. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I love nothing. When I go to the deli and I get my corned beef sandwich, a little slice of pickle, so good. Or my pickles on burgers, delicious. You can cover banana ball. I actually, you know, Dave, it's funny. I haven't watched a full banana ball game, but they're a lot of fun. I like watching the highlights. They're a lot of fun. They do a great job. A great job. I don't know, maybe one day the folks at Banana Ball will reach out. Want to do something together. Harvey's have deep. I saw. So Harvey's pickles are so good. I haven't tried the deep fried pickles yet. You know who had the best pickles was Quiznos. The Quiznos pickles were amazing. There was a place when we would go down to Florida. There was this flea market we used to go to that is no longer, but they had a booth where you could get pickles on a stick. You could get pickles in a jar and all that stuff, but they had big barrels there and you could pick your flavor of pickle. You get it on a big stick and oh my God, the pickles were like massive. That was the best. Nothing beats walking around shopping while eating a pickle on a stick. Barger gonna have a great year. Joe, I think so. I think so. All right, they're just coming back from break. Simon, the lefty, coming in and pitching. Johan Simon. Remember that SNL sketch with Simon in the bathtub? Hello, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. It's so good. Oh, man, I love that. Count now 2-0 to Barger. Want to keep the ball far away from him. Some southern restaurants near us and fried pickles are so good. Doing cold play tonight. Nice. This one misses outside. 3-0. Your streams always make me too, Triton. Me too. I haven't eaten today. Well, that's not true. I had breakfast. Did a little McDonald's breakfast today. Bacon and egg McMuffin and a hash brown. Giant pickle in one hand, turkey leg in the other. Onyx, it's heaven. This one 3-0 down the middle in their first strike. Barger getting set. Yeah, big time grand slam. We'd love another grand slam here. Love Simon's. It's so good. Here we go. The 3-1. Barger hits this one. That's going to drop in. That's a base hit. Scores 1. Is it's going to score 2? Yes, indeed. 2 more on the board as Springer and Lucas come in to score. Runners now on the corners. 3-0 Blue Jays. Good job. 2 for 2. A long time ago, it absolutely was. The big giant walking around. I don't, Dallas. Barger having a day. Having a day. Hi, Kev and Santander. For sure. Well, Santander never really got himself going, right? He came back from injury, played a handful of games, was not good, and then injured again. Grass soccer, what's going on? Chase just signed David Wells. Oh, I wonder what David Wells is actually up to these days. David Wells.
From the other side as a hitter, overall, very nice defensive year.
Listen, David Wells was an exciting pitcher. I don't want to knock him. He was like the bad boy of baseball. He started his rookie season was in 87. So really? Man, that's going back. This one going to be hit up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher, over to short, to first. Not in time. It's thrown off the bag. So another run comes into score as Varsho comes around. 4-0 Blue Jays, and Blue Jays still have 2 on. So Santander, he had surgery again, and he's expected to be out, what was it, 5 to 6 months. So he's going to be out a long time. Yeah, IKF was okay, but I think, he wasn't great and certainly got a bad rap, especially with what happened in the World Series. Timeout called here is Clase. Clase is stepping in here. Quick timeout call. They're going to get back in here. Big 2-out rally. Wells just disappeared the year after the World Series. Yeah, JR, you are correct. You are correct. So I haven't looked at the calendars yet for this week, but we'll get some streams up scheduled for this week. This one just misses. Best closer of all time. Rick says Hankey. I agree with you. I think Terminator Tom Hankey definitely has to be our best closer of all time. Has to be. I did a bit of digging. Swing and a miss there, going to first, and they got him picked off at first base. So the Blue Jays are done. We're going to go to the top of the fourth for Colt Keith, Trey Cruz, and Max Anderson, but Addison Barger, it's his game right now. Solo home run and a 2 RBI hit, bringing in 3 himself. All right, let's see. I did a bit of digging. MLB didn't post anything about the stadium in Montreal. It was the Expos that posted it, which may be wishful thinking. All right, we'll see. I'm hoping it is wishful thinking. I'm hoping they have something cooking there, because that would certainly be outstanding news if the Expos were to return. I mean, Montreal could definitely support it. No doubt at all. I would be very curious where they would put the stadium. I'm not overly familiar. Hey, Theo Sam Eagle, welcome in. I'm not overly familiar with the landscape of Quebec or Montreal, where the best place would be is. Let's pull up a little map here of Quebec. Take a little look-see. That's not a very good map. Is there an we could do? We could go to good old Google Maps. Try and see where would be a good spot. So they said by the waterfront. And if we're talking Quebec City, it would certainly be interesting. There is a spot, Jacques Cartier Beach Park by the wharf, and there's an aquarium over there, a lot of hotels. This might be a good spot, promenade, good spot to put a stadium by the active waterfront of the St. Lawrence River. There's a couple of good spots. There's some good opportunities. I mean, really, where you want to build a stadium is somewhere that has a lot of already built up city, right? So you got your hotels, you got your entertainment. You're putting in a stadium. You don't really want it to be in the middle of nowhere. Now, sometimes you get away with that. When the Florida Panthers beat their stadium in Sunrise, outside of the Sawgrass Mall, there's not much there. Swing and a miss. So Keith is going to go down. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Gausman. I'm actually surprised Gausman has returned, throwing 48 pitches. French is spot on, so he's Quebec knowledgeable. There you go. I hope they have something going on. Just say you didn't see it. Yeah, I agree. Near Montmorency Falls. Seems a lot of MLB are trending for waterfront. Yeah, listen, the water part of baseball is you build these big stadiums. Usually your waterfront, you do have some good space. Swing and a miss here by Cruz. Gausman still throwing strikes. And part of it is when you're building up the waterfront, you put a beautiful baseball stadium. And if you're going with that kind of new glass construct where you have all the windows or the retractable roof and you get those sight lines out over the water, it's always super nice. The Ontario versus Quebec baseball rivalry was so much fun. It really was. Petco Park waterfronts are romantic. This one hit hard right to first. No, it's going to get through. So with one out, one on, Cruz with a nice piece of hitting. That's going to bring up Mr. Anderson. Anderson coming in. Did I load my Mr. Anderson sound? I don't know if I did. Haven't looked at my sounds in a little while. Darn, I don't think I did. I'll have to go and review those. So it looks like Gausman is coming out of this ball game now, pitching, getting his pitches up around 50 pitches. 52 to be precise. 34 of them were strikes. Gausman's afternoon is going to be done. I admit it, waterfront's beautiful. Yeah, they really, really are. What are your thoughts on how Barger will do this season? So JDA, listen, Barger looks like he's bulked up. He looks bigger. He looks thicker. Obviously, the home run today and then a couple of other RBIs. Barger, he could be a menace to deal with if he can be consistent, right? Consistency is so crucial. I'm okay. He doesn't have to hit 60 home runs. He doesn't have to hit 50 home runs. You know, he'll hit his share of dingers, but as long as he can put the ball in play and move it around, I think that's A-okay. If anything, it would be Montreal, not Quebec City, wouldn't it? Pickleball Pat, that's a great question. I certainly have no idea. Connect Stadium is undergoing a $20 million renovation. It should be done by 2028. 2028, a couple of years away. Users in which way? User question mark number 5. Can I not just be a fan? Seriously, what American baseball fan would want to watch Toronto versus Montreal at any point? The World Series would ruin NBA. So, that's a fair point. That's a fair point, right? When you talk about the business of sport and all the dollars and cents that go into it, I agree. All right, Kevin, my man. We'll see you soon. This coming in. User, I did not. I did not. Hey, B Disney. But yeah, it's a valid point, right? But I think the risk is there. And if you want to build the game internationally, or at least continue to build it in Canada, I think that's a risk you take. Yes, user, all my life. All my life. Hockey is my go-to game. So 2-0 is a count here to Anderson. Bastardo comes in relief of Gausman. Gausman pitched an okay game. Pitched, again, more innings than I thought he would, but up to 50 pitches. In my opinion, I was. Yes, user. Haven't played in a few years now due to shoulder injury. Any other hockey games, Sam, or the Leafs out of the playoffs? Oh, yes, Ben. We'll be doing hockey all the way through, and once playoffs start, we'll be streaming every single night, multiple times. We'll be playing at it. We'll be streaming a ton of games. It'll be our same playoff coverage as always, as this one is fouled off. So whether the Leafs are in there or not, it makes no difference to us. Of course, our primary objective will be to try and pick up more of the Canadian teams. So whether that's the Oilers, whether it's the Montreal Canadiens, or maybe the Ottawa Senators are going to sneak in there. But yeah, it certainly, you know, should that be the case, if it ended up being an all Canadian World Series, I still think fan coverage would do okay. You know, there are Blue Jay fans all around. And I think it definitely helps build the game for sure. Do you think Larry Walker was the best player to come out of Canada? That's a great question, Ben. He is, I don't want to say the original, but Larry Walker certainly put Canada on the map. Sugar Hill, what's going on? Welcome in. Going to cheer for Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo's going to be a good one as well. And especially if the Senators can sneak in and if we end up getting a Buffalo-Ottawa series, boy, that would be exciting. Right, that would be very exciting. You still get your little battle of the 427 or QEW. It's going to be hit right up to the mound over to first in time. So 2 down. It does advance the runner. So Heineman giving some direction there. So 2 down. The World Series had more viewers than last year than ever. Yeah, Pickleball Pat, the World Series last year was absolutely wild. And I think part of that viewership is, and Dodger fans, don't hate me for saying this, there's a lot of hate for the Dodgers out there. And the Toronto Blue Jays, oh, this one's hit sharply to the right field. A sliding catch. Great catch there by Nathan Lucas coming over, sliding. And that gets the Jays out of the inning, coming up in the bottom of the 4th. Jonathan Clase, Josh Katsevich, and Sean Keys as we go to the bottom of the lineup for the bottom of the 4th. So a lot of people were watching to see if they would lose, but like I said, the Blue Jays were so sensational last year. They turned a lot of heads. A lot of people wanted to see what was going on. So very, very, very interesting to see. Larry Walker, Ferguson Jenkins, and Joey Votto, best players to come out of Canada. Votto, yes. Well, yeah. I mean, they're definitely all in there. Definitely. You know, it's funny. The one guy who comes to mind, and he's not Canadian, but I think we almost give him like an honorary Canadian status because he played for so long in Montreal back in the 70s and 80s, is Gary Carter. Right? You talk about those guys, you know, putting Canada on the map and doing great things for Canada. But holy smokes, you know, Gary Carter, what he did playing in Montreal for so long and really was almost like a voice for Canadian baseball. You know, I give him a little honorary mention because he was just great. Grand Slam yesterday, big defensive play today. What's next? It's good to see. It's good to see. You know, Nathan Lucas is one of those guys that, you know, again, we talk about consistency a lot today. Nathan Lucas is going to be one of those guys we're going to count on. And the Blue Jays, who are going to need to have a big year from everybody, Barger, Lucas, Schneider, Jimenez, they're all going to have to step up and get involved. So that is certainly going to be a something we're going to be watching throughout, right? You can update that link and get our Fanatics Blue Jays merch in. If you want to get your Fanatics Blue Jays merch, we'll get you our Fanatics affiliate link. Of course, being a Fanatics affiliate, any purchase you make, any qualified purchase, does help out the channel as we get a little kickback. So thank you for your consideration. You can get your Blue Jays gear today. They have some nice Canada gear as well. Contemplating getting one of those World Baseball Classic hats. So Gausman going to do a mid-game interview. Look out as Clase had to step away. As Madison coming in now, his pitch came inside very, very quickly. Very quickly. Tyler Madison, 6'4". Whew. 3-1 count. Now here to Clase. Luke is showing he wants to be playing, wants to be in there, wants to be a difference maker, right? And sometimes that's what you need. You need that little extra chip on your shoulder. Here's a 3-2. This is going to be hammered foul. You got to get that little extra component that helps drive you, and they shouldn't need it, right? You shouldn't need it when you're a professional ball player. It's like, hey, I'm making millions of dollars. I should show up to play every day. But sometimes you get down, and if you don't get a starting spot, you got to find that extra little component to give you a push. And that's going to miss. We get a walk, so the Blue Jays here, bottom of the fourth, get one on as young Kasevich going to step into play here. Kasevich at shortstop is 0 for 1 today. The Comiskey Park and Tiger Stadium were modernized. Yeah, there were some really nice old ballparks back in the day as well. This one comes in for a strike. Kasevich taking that one all the way. Count goes to 0-1. Samuel, we're watching on Sportsnet here in Toronto. So Sportsnet showing the game in our region. This pitch is going to be low. Goes to 1-1 now. 9 pitches from Addison. Rick, I have to wait. So we have one boy at hockey practice now. The other kiddo is going to his playoff game this afternoon. So between all the hockey, I'm trying to see what our plans are for tonight. I would like to. I just don't know what's going on tonight yet. So more to come. It's a good point. It's a good point to say, hey, make sure you're subscribed and make sure your notifications are on. Because sometimes, like yesterday, we popped them up last second. So you don't want to miss a thing. Canada versus Panama tonight. Here's the pitch up high. Going to go to 3-1 now. Here we're going to be singing Van Halen all night long. Panama. No. Exhibition Stadium. You know what, Andrew? Interesting is the right word. Exhibition Stadium was certainly interesting. Swing and a miss. 3-2, another full count here. 1-0 Blue Jays against Baltimore in the other game. It's split squad action here today. Does a big contract surpass the goal of winning a World Series ring and a player getting the contract feel like they've made it? Don't have to work as hard? Yeah. And, I think that part of that, it's a real thing, especially guys in contract years, right? Guys in contract years always have big years because they want that big contract. And then there is not always, but a lot of the time, a little bit of a drop off. Yeah, Rick, they really are. They really are. Joshua, I feel you. This is going to be popped up again. Got a beat on it in foul territory. It's going to one hop into the fence. So count stays full 3-2, no outs. Blue Jays trying to add to their lead. Kasevich in a good battle right now. They're still interviewing Gausman. Gausman's like, can we just end this at bat? I want to end this interview. Kasevich getting himself set. Runner is at second base. Here's a 3-2. This is hit hard. This is going deep. This is going to the wall. It's a one hop at the base, a one hop at the base of the wall, and that's going to score a run. The Blue Jays put another one on the board. 5-0 with a stand-up double for young Kasevich. Just drove that one. Real good piece of hitting, a long fought battle. And again, I tell you, Kasevich is impressive. He is an impressive kid. So here comes Keys now, first baseman playing today. Still nobody out. This pitch by Madison, a little wild, high and outside. Ball 1. Jays looking good here. Good start. Good start. 5-0 Jays. This pitch down low, misses 2-0. Keys at first base. We haven't seen a ton of him, Sean Keys. 20 at-bats this spring with a 200 average. Does have a home run, however. 3-0 now to Keys. Madison having some trouble finding the strike zone. 18 pitches so far. That would be something, Josh. Here's a pitch, misses high. 4 straight pitches, walks the number 9 hitter, Keys. That's going to go to the top of the lineup. Springer, is he going to come back in, or are we going to start getting some substitutions? Usually it is around kind of the 4th, 5th inning we start seeing defensive substitutions. We're going to get a mound visit. Little conversation to settle Madison down. Right now, Springer is going to step back in. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Me too, Andrew. I'm glad Scherzer re-signed. I'm very curious what his role is going to look like. So 2 on, nobody out. Springer on the mound as we go back to the top of the lineup for the Jays. First pitch in there for a strike. Nice strike. Madison finding that strike zone. Let's see if he can keep this one going. Here's the pitch outside. 1-1. He's been all over the place right now. Springer set again. This pitch down low in the dirt. Madison's delivery is almost robotic, where he's like clenching and moving and turning. It's not smooth. It's almost like he's overthrowing here. Another one low. Did Springer go around? They say no. Going to be 3-1. Excuse me. 3-1 to Springer now. Schneider, the bench boss, working on his tan, sitting out there. Here's a 3-1. That's going to miss. What? Oh, it goes to 3-2. Okay, so they had it up as 3-1 before. They changed it then to 2-2. So I guess it was a strike. Now it goes to 3-2. This pitch, Springer going to fall to a knee as he fouls it back. He's your guy, Gumdrop. He's getting all set. He's got the tanning oil on. He's got the sleeves rolled up. He's baking in the sun. Hey, David, what's going on? Welcome in. Ernie's a good player. He's another guy that has to have a big year. Springer going to foul this. Oh, no, it stays in. This is going into right field. On the run, a long catch is made. So Springer cannot advance the runners. Good catch. Good catch on the run as Springer flies out. Second baseman McKinsley coming way over to make that catch and haul it in. Baking in the sun. So Gausman's interview is over. He's going to sit down. That was a long interview. And we're going to pitching change, as Madison is going to come out of this game. He has struggled here. So he comes out. We're going to see who is coming in as the Blue Jays getting up to a 5-0 lead. Big thanks to Addison Barger, who brought in 3 runs himself. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. We appreciate it so much. Thanks for watching along with us. Again, make sure you're hitting those likes as well. It's a good game. It looks like it's going to be the lefty, Sean Gunther, coming in. Gunther, let's see what he has done last year in 2025 with Detroit. Only played in 6 games, 4.1 innings, gave up 10 hits and 8 runs. Ouch. 7 of them earned, an ERA of 14.54. So Gunther going to come in here. Wow. Springer's been okay. Really hasn't been involved too much. Right? He only has 7 at-bats in the spring. I think 3 of them are today. So if you look at all 7 of his at-bats, he has 3 hits. He scored 3 runs. He does have a walk today. I don't know if these at-bats include today or not, but he's okay. A 4.29 average. George Springer is going to be consistent, George. So here comes Nathan Lucas, who's having a good game. He was 1 for 1 with a walk as well. Had a big catch earlier. Canada did win yesterday, Mega. They did, and he'd play again tonight. This pitch in, Lucas going to foul it back, and the person sitting behind the fence just jumped a mile as that ball hit the fence. I love that. The people who sit behind home plate, the flinches when the ball is fouled back, so good. Sounds good, Steve. Here's the 0-1 in there for a strike. Nice pitch. So 0-2 here on Nathan Lucas. I get the feeling Lucas likes to pitch from behind. They were not good in spring training last year. Yeah, exactly, Joshua. You can't put any stake into the score in spring training, right? You have pitchers who are pitching in different situations. You have youngsters playing who wouldn't normally be playing. A lot of defensive substitutions. Can't put any stock into the score of preseason baseball. This one going to miss outside. Not had a beer since October. For the odd wine and rum and coke. Lost so much weight during. Nice, Rick. Good for you, my friend. It's so important to do. So important. This pitch can be popped up by. Good luck. Did you take the money? All right. Sorry, 1 second. All right, David Schneider coming up 0 for 2 with 2 pop-outs. Score is 5-0 right now. 5-0 for the Blue Jays. Looking to add more on. Schneider, he's 0 for 2 today. Would love to get in the mix. Takes this one inside for a ball. Come on, Schneids. We know Schneider has so much talent. He's got a huge upper body as well. He can really drive this baseball. Ooh. Pitch coming in for a ball as well. 2-0 now. Ah, my pleasure. Thanks for popping in. Pitch count coming down. 2-0 is the count. This one misses outside, goes to 3-0. Good eye by Schneider. Last season, he did chase a lot of pitches. He got a little aggressive and chased them. Kareem, it's a strong possibility. I have to kind of sort out what's happening tonight. This one is going to be fouled off. So we will see. Canada, of course, taking on Panama tonight in their second game of the World Baseball Classic. World Baseball Championships, the WBC. Here's the 3-1 in there for a strike, thrown down to first. They pick him off. Oh no. Thomas Nito throwing down to first base after a strike, and they're able to get the pickoff, and that is it for the Blue Jays. They get caught sleeping as Sean Keys is thrown out at first. They're going to go to commercial break. Coming up top of the 5th, Corey Jukes, Thomas Nito, and Parker Meadows. And now we're in that area. We're going to see what kind of substitutions are made. Hey, Andrew, what's going on? Good afternoon. And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in if you're watching along. Thanks for tuning in. Being part of the stream today. We appreciate you being here. The Blue Jays. That was an interesting. Twice now they've been thrown out. Matt Dominican walked off. Now the 12-1 in the 7th. Dominican is just going to town. 12-1. That is wild. Charlie, not yet. Not yet. I hope you're doing okay as well. That's right, our very own Maud Beverly. Big day yesterday for her family. We'll let her tell the story when she comes in a little bit later. Still looking, Gumdrop still looking for the milk. Not going to do the powdered milk again? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So Cody Ponce getting the start over on the Baltimore side. Pitched 3 innings, getting a strikeout, giving up no hits, no earned runs. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Good for Ponce. Exciting to see. Good to see the Blue Jays pitchers do some good things. Jays are off tomorrow. Get a rare day off. 1-0 Blue Jays in the Baltimore game. That one is going into the 6th inning, so it's just ahead of us here. Antigua is up now in that one, so we'll check in a little bit later. So Bastardo back on the mound now, taking on Jokes. First pitch up high. I was watching with her. She got 3 medals. Yeah, she was awesome. 3 world records. Was absolutely incredible. Ooh, almost hit him going deep inside. Count goes to 2-0. Bastardo not bad in previous game. Yeah, he wasn't. He was okay. Taking a long look down, the 3-0 in their first strike. That was a good pitch. Needed that one. Needed to get it in there. All right. Sort these drinks around. Going with the yellow Gatorade today. This is going to be pop foul. Count goes to 3-2. Full count now. Kevin. Keep it to yourself. Here's the 3-2. What does Bastardo have? Misses. He's going to walk him. Gonna walk him. Just couldn't pull that one in. So close. Good opportunity. Bastardo, we expect good things from him. So here comes Nido. Nido had that big play. This one in there for a strike. There you go. Now he's buckled down. Now he's getting in there. Thomas Nido struck out in the second, but a couple good plays picking off runners. Swinging, and he's going to chop that one foul. Still selling their own frozen juice cans. I haven't had a frozen juice can in so long. 5-0. Top of the 5th inning. 0-2 is the count on Nido. Nobody out. Runner on first. Bastardo delivers this one outside. Frozen juice that plops out. Just add water. Juice Kool-Aid. Juice Kool-Aid. That's great. Hey, Oscar, how's it going? Let's play ball. Here's a pitch going to be turned on, hit to third, to second for 1. Can they get it to first in time for 2? And I believe that's the Blue Jays' first double play of the game from third to second to first. Very nicely done. The projected rotation, Gausman, Cease, Yasavage, Ponce, and Barreros. In the mix, Scherzer, Lauer, and Bieber. Bieber, of course, on the IL, but Gausman, Cease, Yasavage, and Ponce, with Barreros in the 5 spot. Lots of options to go in that rotation. So I like it. I like it. Blend my frozen fruit. There you go. Nice gumdrop.
Do they wish to slow play a little bit?
Make a little smoothie. Get a little smoothie action going on. Parker Meadows stepping in. He's 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out. Still no substitutions as of yet, so I got to imagine we're going to get some very soon. If not the half inning, the end of the inning. This is going to be foul back. Count goes to 1-2. Thank you, Andrew. I have to go back and I have to pull out the book and go back and look through. I thought I sent them over before, but I can't find the email, so I'll have to go back and take a look. This is going to be hit up the middle, barehanding it. Schneider can't come up with it. It's going to be an infield single here for Meadows. So he gets on for the first time. Coming up is McKinstry, the third baseman. He's 0 for 2 today. With 2 outs, Detroit able to get 1 runner on. Keep it going and hitting big wins. Big wins, Kareem. Big wins for sure. Big wins. Would love to see it. I love pencils. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Good name, by the way. Love pencils. What are your take on pens? Or do we not want to go there? Wild pitch. Going to go to the backstop. That's going to advance the runner over. So Bissardo just got to slow things down a little bit. Bought a Vitamix blender and it just pulverizes everything. Oh, Andrew, the scratch and sniff stickers. Those were the absolute best back in the day. Love the scratch and stiff Snickers. And the markers, the smelly markers. Man, how good were those? Here's the pitch inside. 2-0 now to McKinstry. We have one of those. It's not an official Vitamix one, but we have a blender with the little juicer nozzle on it. I don't know if we've ever actually used it. Maybe once. Love the markers. What were they called? This one low and inside again, ball 3. What were they called? What was that brand of marker? I can't put my finger on it. Smelling the shark. Well, Kevin, that's a whole other story. A whole other story. But those colored, they were Mr. something. Forget what they were. Those colored smelling markers, those were the best. So 4th pitch down and in, he's going to walk him. So all of a sudden with 2 outs now, Detroit has 2 on. But the problem with those markers, and it's giving me chills just thinking about it, when you'd use it, it would make that screech sound, that squeaking sound. Oh, I got goosebumps just the memory of that. So an offensive substitution, we got a pitch runner coming in. Pitch runner, Woody Hadeen comes in to replace Zach McKinstry. So there's your first substitution, the glue sticks. Man, those glue sticks. All right, I got to look it up. What was the name of the smelling markers? Mr. Sketch. Mr. Sketch. There we go. I knew it was Mr. something. Mr. Sketch, smelly markers. That watermelon was the best. Nails on a chalkboard. Mr. Sketch. Oh, the memories, those need to come back. I'm sure they were not very healthy, but Mr. Sketch, so good. Dante, what's going on? Welcome in. Nobody in the UK knows they have a baseball and they don't like. Really, Matt? Seriously? Wow. Mega. You can still buy them? Can you, Josh? Oh, I gotta order them. My kids don't know what they're missing out on. Blue Jays, that's right, Dante. Jays are ahead 5-0 right now. 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th inning. 2 on as Verling steps in. Bastardo having a little bit of issue. This one comes in for a strike. Good pitch, 0-2 now. Heineman behind the plate for the Blue Jays as Kirky is a little busy playing for Mexico in the Baseball Classic. So, all right, we're going to get a bunch of substitutions. I'll read through them here in a moment. Gonna go to 1 and 2. Oh, that's in the other game. Ah, that's in the other game. Let's go over here to our game. This is going to be hit. Fair. Ball and 2 strikes. All right. Still going, still going. Hey, Richard, what's up? How's it going? It could be that I was trying to troll them about Chisholm. Might have something to do with it, Matt. Might have something to do with it. This one, oh, that looked close. That looked like that was good for a strike. They don't challenge. They don't challenge. That I thought was a challengeable one. I'm worried about him. Kevin, they were so good. I didn't know I had chips all this time. Break out the chips. I'm going to go back and get my nachos and salsa after the stream. So delicious. 2 and 2, 2 outs now. 30 pitches for Bastardo. This has been a tough inning for him. What kind of chips, Kevin? What do you have? Taking a look. Here's the pitch. This is going to be put into play to second, over to first in time. Inning is done. We're going to the bottom of 5 for Schneider, Varsho, and Barger. Schneider, Varsho, and Barger coming up. Gambling chips. Oh, gambling chips. I thought it was regular chips. I was getting excited for you. So Schneider was up when the pickoff at first happened, so he's going to come back up. He's 0 for 2 today. He's having a tough day. Varsho is 0 for 1, got hit by a pitch and scored a run. Addison Barger having a day, 2 for 2, a home run, 3 RBIs, and scored a run as well. So Barger looking to keep it going. And we'll see when they return from commercial break if there are any changes and substitutions, because this is usually the place we do get them. Who's impressed me at camp so far? Richard, I'm very tough to be impressed. No, I like Kasevich. Kasevich has certainly impressed me. Magoo has, I enjoy him. He's played well. So those two for sure are in there. Niemela, I'm hoping he has a big spring. He hasn't overly impressed me yet, but I'm hoping. And look at that, Soto for Dominican Republic. Soto hit the 4th homer of the afternoon, a 2-run blast, and that ended the team's Dominicans' rout of the Netherlands in the 7th inning. That game ends due to the mercy rule. The mercy rule in play. I don't think I've ever seen that. 12-1 Dominican beat up on the Netherlands, and it ends by the mercy rule. Wow. That's crazy. A couple of the other Jimenez, Eloy Jimenez has impressed me as well. I should call out McAdoo. I don't know what I called him before. He's impressed me. Niemela as well. I want to see more from him. So there are some kids here who certainly look like they have something. So Schneider coming up here very quickly. He's in the hole, 1 and 2. Bottom of the 5th inning. Schneider set this one outside, going to bring the count to 2 and 2. No, I don't think any of the arms have really made me say, wow. RJ Shrek. Yeah, Gumdrop Shrek has been okay. But nothing has really made me jump up and say, like, this guy's a serious pitcher, right? This guy is Mr. Magoo playing. No arms have really rallied, made me go, wow. Oh, Schneider connects. Not deep enough. Got all of it, but it falls in the deep left field, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Wow, the way that came off the bat, I thought that was going a long way, but it just did not carry. They should have the mercy rule in hockey. The Leafs would never finish a game. What kind of team is this? What kind of team is this? Shrek and Mr. Magoo? This is going to be hit towards first base, picked up underhand to the pitcher, and there's 2 down. What's next? You're going to tell me Mr. Rogers is pitching? That's the dream team, Kevin. That's the dream team. So 2 down here, bottom of the 5th inning. Hello, how did it go?
Half an hour. 40 minutes. 40 minutes.
Seriously? Wow. Good. Okay. Did you order for him or no? Are you going to or no? Oh, okay. No. Is there anything else in there? Something that can use? Good. Yeah, I'll do that. Sure. Sorry, Mega, the fam coming home from practice. A drop off and then going out to one of the games. I'm hungry. That's right. I didn't eat lunch today. I wasn't hungry come lunchtime. Oh, I'll have that. See, I didn't have lunch. Barger going to hit this one up the middle, right to second base. Over to first in time, and that's going to be it. Going to the top of the 6th inning for Colt Keith, Trey Cruz, and Max Anderson. Jay's still hanging on to that 5-0 lead as we're going to move it right along. So you like getting orders for food? Yeah. Well, you know what? It's funny. I meant before we started, I walked over and I'm like, I should get some food and get some stuff ready, and I didn't, and now I'm paying the price for it. You know what? That's a good question, Josh. That's a good question. Let me take a little gander here. Let me take a little look, because I actually didn't really do a good job looking up that detail earlier. So give me a second and let me pull up here. Do they may not have. They may not have what I'm looking for. I will get back to you on that. I may have to do a little digging here. Do they have? No, they don't. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. Hey, Prep, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Eat a heavy lunch, but no dinner. See, I usually eat a lighter lunch and then a heavier dinner. I'm definitely more of a dinner food guy than a lunch food guy. I'm not a big fan of like cold sandwiches and stuff like that. Hang on one second. Unbelievable. I'm making homemade hamburger helper in a crock pot tomorrow. Nice. Is that the Ponus hamburger helper? Like Ponus Holmberg? Here. That's hot. Okay. Oh my God. I just need one of those. Okay. There we go. Got a little chicky fingies and fries. We'll let this cool down a bit. Can I have a piece of paper towel to put on? Thank you. All right. Sorry. Let me just make some space here so we don't ruin things. All right. No, I'm not, Kevin, not a big thank you. Not a big sandwich guy. I don't mind like a deli sandwich or once in a while a sub sandwich, but I'm not, I can't do like a peanut butter jam sandwich or anything like that. A little turkey sandwich once in a while. I like the big hot meals. All right, here's Colt Keith. Colt Keith stepping in. We do have all the substitutions. That's going to be hit and knocked down. Good infield hit. So here's the substitutions. Jace Bufferin replaces Nathan Lucas. Josh Riviera replaces Davis Schneider. Jake Casey replaces Dalton Varsho. Cade Doughty replaces Addison Barger. Robert Brooks replaces Tyler Heineman. And then Tyler Rogers now pitching for Bastardo. So a lot of substitutions coming in. It's this part of the game where we do see all of that stuff happen and take place. So one runner on Rogers, that sidearm going to come up through the middle over to second to first. Can't turn two, but they get the lead runner at second. You're fired. Let's see here. 2 meals a day for me. Really? Yeah, I try not to snack. I also try not to snack for sure. What sorts of dips do you have to go with it? Ooh, so we got it. Let me check the date here. Date is good. A little McDonald's barbecue sauce. And we got the old style plum sauce. These are the good stuff. I don't know you anymore. Tuna BLT, the Reuben. Yeah, I'm not a big tuna guy. Never have been. Wow. Tyler Rogers, the way he goes so low with that arm and just comes back up, definitely makes it interesting. We got a Blue Jay challenge here. Called a ball, and it is a ball. So why they challenged that? A nothing pitch. With one out, it's the first pitch of the at-bat. The Blue Jays challenge it. They lose that challenge. So they lose the challenge. So now they have no more challenges. Torque grounder. There's to second, to first, and now they turn two. Double play to end the inning. Coming up here from the bottom of the sixth, Robert Brooks, Jonathan Classe, and Josh Kasevich. Don't care for Heineman, not a Heineman fan. He's okay. These are so hot. I'm waiting for them to cool down a little bit. These fries are delicious. I don't know where these fries are from, but these are like really good fries. Delicious. Oh, Brooks. You mean Brooks, who came in to replace Heineman. Brooks, you don't like. Gotcha. Kirk and Vladdy are the two best things Toronto has had baseball-wise since Bautista. So that's interesting. Vladdy for sure. I mean, he's pretty good. Kirk, I'd put in there. They have some good, I think Springer has to be in that conversation. No, Rick, just regular fries. But I have no idea where they're from. They're really good. Yeah, I really don't know where these fries are from. Oh, I think I do know where these fries are from. I think I know where these are from. No, these aren't their fries. I don't know where they're from. But we'll eat them anyways because they're delicious. Oh, prep. I hate when that happens. So I had a sub the other day, and I love green olives, and I always get green olives on my sub, and they sent black olives instead, and I was disappointed. So I feel you. But burritos are delicious. Plinkington is going to come in now for Detroit. See, and I prefer the chicken. I usually get a chicken and shrimp burrito. Swing and a miss. Big rip here by Brooks as Brooks is stepping in. I will gumdrop. Thank you. They are just so hot. So hot. So Plinkington coming in, throwing good velocity in the low 90s. Hey, Billy, what's going on? Welcome in. Sweet potato fries are good too. That's going to be popped up as it was in on the hands. Got to get the right dip though, right? Got to get the right dip for the sweet potato fries. Dips make everything, right? Dips. And you can have mediocre food, but if you have a good dip with it, man, this I thought I would rip these, but not that easy. Here's the 1-2. Did he go around? No, he did not. That's a ball. That was funny. The cameraman missed the referee's appeal, the umpire's appeal call. 2-2, swing and a miss. He's going to go down swinging, and we'll probably get the game moving along now at a little bit of a quicker pace with all these changes. Protected rotation for the Tigers. Skubal, Valdez, Verlander, Flaherty, and Miz. So that is a good rotation for the Tigers for sure. A very dangerous rotation. New York fries is good. You still love Quiznos? Oh, Quiznos. I love Quiznos. They're chicken carbonara sub. That's my Quiznos go-to. Add pickles and lettuce. Delish. Can make some potato wedges. Nice. Crispy fries. Favorite combination. Ooh. Sounds good. I like New York fries has good hot dogs. This one misses. Count goes to 3-1 now here on Class A. Class A trying to get it done out of the air fryer. I like cheese, but cheese don't like me. Kevin, I feel your pain. This one down low, swings through. It goes to 3-2. Full count here on Class A. Bottom of the 6th inning. Prep. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever got a hot dog from the Canadian Tire hot dog stand. Costco, on the other hand, Costco, I frequent, well, not often. I used to. This is going to be poked up the middle. Is he going to beat it out? Picked up by short. One hopper to first. Not in time. Class A going to beat that one. Good run. Good run. On the ground, a slow roller, beating it out. Thank you for hitting the subscribe. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Bottom of the 6th inning. Cheese, oh my goodness, I haven't had Cheese Whiz in forever. We used to put Cheese Whiz on celery. That was the best. Little Cheese Whiz on a celery stick. Seattle really was a better opponent for the Jays. That was a good series. Gonna hit this to short, picked up, not going to second. They go to first, they throw it away. Kasevich is safe at first. They're gonna advance the runner over to third. So Plankington covering up, holding Kasevich at first. So with one out, the Blue Jays now, runners on the corners. Cal Raleigh was a beat. He really was. I'll be curious to see if he plays at the same pace that he did last year. Cal Raleigh was an absolute monster. Runners on the corners. He's now coming in, takes first pitch in there for a strike. First legal 60 home run season. I love that you have to specify legal. This one down low, going to go to 1-1. First legal 60 homer season. Got to go for a walk. Sounds good, Kevin. I might do that a little bit later. Keys. Getting himself ready. Here's a pitch. Going to hit it on the ground. Sharply to second. There's one over to first in time for 2. Double play ball. We're going to the top of 7. Chance Young, Max Clark, and Edward Valencia. We have a great Canadian store just down the street. Excuse me. 19 sausages for $20. Wow. Stir fries, chill. Rick, that sounds awesome. Campbell's condensed tomato soup and cheese whiz to make sauce from it. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not good at mixing and making my own concoctions of stuff. All right. Sorry, just trying to put these down as quick as possible while they're at commercial break. All right. These are pretty good. Where are these from? And the fries? But these aren't, they're normal fries. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay. No, thank you. Oh, the goods, the goods. Which city restaurant in Canada serves the best pot roast? That's a great question. I don't know if I've ever got pot roast in a restaurant. That's pretty good. I'd be curious. The question is, which place has the best burritos? Who has the best burritos? I myself, and I haven't had them for a while because the one I used to go to closed down. There's a place called Z-Teca and a place called Quesada. Those are my 2 favorites. There isn't really one near me now. Those are my favorites. All right, we got a relief pitcher coming in for the Blue Jays. Jesse Hahn coming in for Rogers. So Hahn throws first pitch strike. Jesse Hahn played AAA ball last year, 35 games. Getting him to ground this one over to first. The underhand to Hahn, steps on the bag. 1 quick out. Taco time. Bye. Drive safe. No, thank you. Okay. After, make sure he gave the money to the coach. Thank you. Got to pay off the coaches, you know. It's how you get your kids the most playing time. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. You make the best burritos. Here's the pitch coming into Clark. 1-0. Like shawarma. Oh, Dina B loves shawarma. Dina B is a big shawarma fan. Me, not so much. This pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. But a good schnitzel all day long. And for me, if I'm going for Middle Eastern and I get the schnitzel, has to be somewhere that has the good schnitzel dipping sauce. Again, with the dips. With the dips. Need the good dipping sauce. All right, here's the 1-1. 1 out. Swing and a foul back, goes to 1-2. Okay, here is a very important question, and there's going to be a lot of different opinions out there. And I don't think these restaurants are all over the place. Oh, Joe Carter. Joe Carter returns to the Blue Jays as a senior advisor. Thank you, Joshua. Good to have Joe Carter coming in, senior advisor. So when it comes to chicken wings, 2-2 count now on with 1 down. When it comes to chicken wings, there's St. Louis wings and ribs. Little toss over, 2 down, 2 down. And there's Duff's. Now, I don't know if you have in your area Duff's in a St. Louis, but what is your favorite wing place? Back in the day, I used to prefer the Firkin chains, Owl in the Firkin, best place for wings, but now it changes all the way around. Benjamin, not familiar with that person. Not familiar with that person. My nephew's team encountered a vengeful referee yesterday afternoon, prior beef with the coach. Kids are all 6, 7 years old, and the ref was getting... Wow. You know what, Prep? It is very unfortunate that that happens. We've seen that happen a lot, too. A lot, too, where referees getting snippy. But in our case, in the case that I witnessed, it was because the coach in previous games were absolutely inappropriate, and so the referee wasn't taking any more of that guff. Swing and a miss, drop the ball, runner running down to first, thrown over in time, and that's it. We are going to the bottom of 7th now for Springer, Jace Borafin, and Josh Riviera. We'll see if Springer actually stays in or if he comes out. But Prep, I'm sorry to hear that. I hate when the referees get like that, especially with such young kids. With hot sauce, when we get the hot sauce going on. But I tell you, between some referees and some ridiculous coaches out there, they're really ruining minor hockey. Oh, cool, Ben. All right, just trying to get these down. So good. 100%. And, you know, you hate when referees do that. The kids don't understand. But it all starts with the coach. Right? A lot of coaches, and I don't know what level your nephew's playing at, but there's a lot of coaches in minor hockey right now that are so completely inappropriate, make the worst decisions, blame everything on the kids, blame everything on the referees. They take no accountability for themselves, especially if they're a poor coach. Seen a coach who does nothing, spends an hour practice skating the kids, working on 5-on-2s the whole time. Right? 5-on-2, so a full rush the whole time, never giving them proper direction, never showing them where to go, where to play positioning, never teaching them how to play, and then gets upset when they lose. So Springer is going to come back to hit. I would have thought they would have taken him out. And we got a righty coming in here for the Tigers. Cole Waits coming in now. Springer 0 for 2, walked in the third, did score a run. This one is going to go outside. 1-1 evens it up. Hey, Wolfie, what's going on? Let's play ball. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show. You're welcoming everybody. This one comes in. Springer going to turn on it. Again, drops down to a knee. He does that a lot when he swings hard. Don't understand it. Constantly turning and swinging. Parents starting fighting little leaguer games. Oh, my goodness. The coaches are, the parents, Rick, get out of hand. So George Springer is going to strike out. 1 down. Ended up discussing that it happens in the upper leagues too. Absolutely. Thank you for hitting those likes. Appreciate it. This one down low. Borfin in here. Oh, that water is finished. Let's go to the big bottle. Let's go to the big bottle to wash it down. This is going to be hit hard down the left side. That's going to the stands. It's going to be caught out in the left field. Good long fly ball, but that's 2 down, 2 down. Joe Carter was awesome. Joe Carter was a special ball player for sure. A very, very special ball player. All righty. Come on, Blue Jays. We have my whistle fiercely too. Yeah. But it gets crazy, right? It all starts the coaches abusing the officials, then the officials not making calls, parents getting upset. We've seen in games players taunting the other benches when they score, which infuriates everybody, and then things get out of hand. It's crazy. Don't worry. After I will have some stories for you when I'm able to talk about it. It will blow your minds. Here's the 1-1. This is going to be driven hard in the left field. That's going to drop in. Riviera with a single. 2 outs. The Blue Jays get 1 on. Good ball. Good ball. Yeah, I've been, as a parent, with my, first experience playing a higher level of hockey with a kid, like having a kid play a higher level of hockey. Very, very disappointed. Want to hear the stories? Gumdrop, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. Destroy the Phillies that walk-off home run. They did not make the playoffs until 2008. Talk about a setback, right, Benjamin? Jake Casey coming up. Runner on first, pickoff attempts. He's going to be back in time. Back in time. Bottom of the 7th inning. Big lead here. Casey is still waiting. He's ahead in the count. Here's the pitch. Outside. Going to go to 2-0. 2-0. Thank you for that subscribe. Only 1 sub away from 820. If you haven't hit that subscribe, now's a good time. This one is going to be down low. 3-0 with 2 outs. 1 runner on. Casey trying to extend this inning a little bit. No way. Rick, really? There's a strike, 3-1. I'll ghost write your book. Deal, prep. Deal. Here's a 3-1. This one coming in, and that's going to be a walk. Just missed. Did not miss by much. So now the Jays have 2 on with 2 outs. Doughty stepping up. Cade Doughty, 6 foot. He's 24 years of age. Born in Baton Rouge, LA, which means no relation to Drew Doughty. This pitch in there, that one looks good in there for a strike. Casey is a baby. Yeah, we're getting into these youngsters. Wade's taking a look. This one delivers low. It's funny when you see these kids today getting a chance to wear the blue and white. Oh, this is hit hard. Oh, what a catch by the third baseman. Gonna reel that one in. Holy smokes. A sharp hit ball. That one saves at least a run. Holy smokes, going up, coming and making a huge play. That's going to the top of the 8th for Seth Stevenson, Woody Hedin, and Brett Callahan coming up here. Top of the 8th inning. Wow, that was a hard hit ball. Very, very exciting stuff. Let me pull this up here. Blue Jays in the other game against the Baltimore Orioles are still up 1-0, top of the 8th in that one. Jays have 6 hits, Baltimore has 4. Jays have left 9 on base in that game. Wow. And it was Jesus Sanchez with a deep single. Oh, a shallow center field. Sorry, I thought it was deep. A single to shallow center field. And Arjun Nimala comes in to score. So he scores a run. Sanchez gets the RBI in that game. Unreal. Ooh-wee. Blue Jays trying to shut this one down. Let me pull up here. Whoops. Close the wrong window. Italy 7, Great Britain 2 right now in the WBC. Cuba beat Colombia 7-4. Of course, the Dominican beat the Netherlands. That game ends in 7 due to the mercy rule. That's pretty wild. Can we open up? Let's see. Nope, that isn't what we wanted. So right now, Puerto Rico and Cuba in the top 2 spots. Canada needs a win today to stay 2-0 with those two. The U.S. leads Pool B 2-0. Italy and Mexico are 1-0 each right now. Italy about to move to 2-0. Japan 3-0 in their pool. Australia 2-1. Chinese Taipei 2-2. Korea 1-2. And Czechia is 0-3. Dominican moves to 2-0, as does Venezuela. So Spencer Miles on the mound now for the Blue Jays. This one is going to miss high. Count goes to 2-1. Skittles, I'm not sure. It depends when they get home from the hockey game, and then we got to figure out dinner. So it's going to be a last minute thing if we do. Sava Fiend, welcome in. Sub to the channel during the World Series. Looking forward to following along this year. Love the commentary. Let's go Jays. Well, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing, and thanks for coming in and saying hello. It's going to be a fun season. I'm looking forward to it as well. Hopefully the Blue Jays put on a show. Hopefully Major League just in general puts on a good show for us, right? Hopefully we get a lot of good games. Not a lot of shenanigans. Kareem, thank you for hitting that subscribe. And there's a strikeout. Miles, 97 miles an hour with the strikeout, 1 down here in the top of the 8th. Here comes Hedin now, who's in at second base. Wow, 96 miles an hour. That is a really quick fastball. We know there's guys throwing 101, 102, but for a youngster, that is a fast fastball. This one is going to be up high. 1-0, 97. Whew. If I'm a youngster who played AA, AAA, and I'm standing in and a guy's throwing 97 mile an hour bombs at me, man, that really makes you think. Let's go Jays. I'm calling it now. Jays win 5-3 tonight. Who else thinks Jays win? You're going to spot Detroit 3. This one in there didn't go around. Count goes to 2-1. I don't know if the Tigers are going to get 3, but anything is possible. We want 88. That's right. Here's the 2-1. This is going to be punched just foul. Count goes to 2-2. Wow, Miles has some heat. He has some heat. Let me pull up his stats here in just a second. Here's the 2-2. This one is going to be poked into left field. That's going to drop a little Mix up, misplayed in left field, have to go pick it up and throw that one in, and he's going to be a stand-up double at second base. Ooh. Borfin in, oh no, that's right field. Where's the left fielder? So Class A, no, Ward coming in to take his place in left field. Not a good play there. Not a good play at all. Javon Ward misplayed that one, and that's going to lead to a double. So Spencer Miles is 6'3", 180 pounds. He's 25 years of age. He's played 4 innings in spring training so far, has 5 strikeouts, but an ERA of 4.5. And again, I don't really put much stock in the spring training ERAs. So second pitch in their first strike, 0-2. So Callahan in here now. He's in the hole, 0-2 to Miles. James, welcome back in. Here's the 0-2. Swing and going to foul that one off again. Count remains. Base runner gonna stay. Let's go. Uh-oh. Misses inside, 1-2. I dipped too deep. So Miles is set, delivers. This one is hit hard, and that's going to get through a diving first baseman. Another base hit, holding up at third with one down. We got runners on the corners. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Runners on the corners here. Detroit is trying to make things a little interesting here in the 8th inning. Hit this sharply. Diving at first base, trying to haul it in. He couldn't. The throw then comes in, and he had to dive back in. He almost got out twice on that play. That's funny. Rounded first just a little too far. So Campbell's coming in now. Good hard pitch. Just misses. That's going to be a ball 1-0. So Miles is on the mound here for the Blue Jays. Roberto Campos stepping in for the Tigers. Pitch in there. That one is good. Strike one. Count evens it up at 1-1. Miles just got to settle things down here a little bit. Settle things down. No need to force anything. This is going to be high. Goes to 2-1. Got to keep it low. Try and force a ground out into a double play. Here you go. I have noticed these young Jays. Yes, a lot gum drop. That's going to be foul back, 2-2. And that's part of the fun of spring training, right? Is you got these kids in here who they're going to make mistakes. They are certainly going to make mistakes. And that's all part of the development process. Swing and a miss. He got him. Real nice pitch. Real nice pitch. Coming up.
Strike 3, you're out.
So 2 down here, top of the 8th. You know, part of any development, and a lot of these kids know this, is you're going to make mistakes, and later you're going to go and watch the tape, or your coach is going to talk to you about it, and they're going to explain what you did wrong and how you need to improve. And that's where you learn, and that's where you develop. And as a player going through the ranks, you need to be able to take call it criticisms, call it critiques, advice. You got to be able to take it and apply it. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there. Workman stepping in. Miles is going to work against Workman. Count 1-1 now. 2 outs. Growing pains, right? Growing pains, exactly. This one misses outside, going to go to 2-1. Not very many players pitch error-free or play error-free through their development. Yeah. He's yelling. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there. 2-2 now. 2-2 with 2 down. That was a very, very solid pitch. You know, I saw a great highlight the other day. I can't remember which game it was from now, but there was a foul ball hitting in the crowd, and there was a young fan there, and a gentleman who was probably in his 40s, maybe 50s, and he was holding something in one hand, and the ball was coming, and he kind of reached, and he slipped, and he kind of fell over the seats in front of him. They were empty, and he kind of braced himself and got up. And the young boy picked up the baseball, walked over and gave it to the gentleman for his efforts falling over the seats. Oh, swing and a miss, another strikeout. And the Blue Jays get out of it. I thought that was such a kind moment by this young kid to give the ball to the gentleman who kind of fell over the seats. That kid is, you can't teach that. That's a good kid right there. All right, coming up here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Brooks, Javon Ward, and Nick Goodwin going to be the 3 up for the Blue Jays, maybe more. Yeah, Kareem, who's your favorite player? Who's your favorite player? Yeah, Rick, he looked good. He's going to be one to watch for sure. I think they need the stairwell stair lift for these clumsy fans in ballparks. Yeah, you know, it's funny sometimes, and I don't know if it was the case in this incident, but you have, you know, 1 or 2 too many adult beverages, or that just puts you over the edge a little bit, and you lose your balance pretty good. Throw a tennis ball at the wall. It usually helps you. Yeah. Tennis ball on the wall. That's what we tell that to young goalies as well. Take a ball and throw it off the wall. Work on that hand-eye coordination. That's funny. That's funny. All right. Too many beers. No, it wasn't even closer. The ball was still down on the field. Skittles, right? Listen, it happens. You get under that hot sun. You're there with that hot sun, and it gets you. And when you've had some beverages mixed with that hot sun, and yeah, there are many poor decisions made. We'll just leave it like that. Like chicken chasing. All right, here comes Marco Jimenez in a pitch for the Tigers. Taking on Brooks, the Blue Jays with a 5-0 lead. So we're here in the bottom of the 8th. Good job by the Blue Jays so far. The starters played a good game. A lot of folks making their way out of the stadium. A lot of empty seats behind home plate. Could be that they're up 5-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Could be that the sun just looks like it's absolutely beaming on those seats behind home plate. I thought that was Toronto's Jimenez for a second. There are so many Jimenezes. Jimenez? What would be the plural of Jimenezes? Jimeni? There's a lot of them. The Blue Jays have 3, although one of them is spelled differently. Actually, they might all be spelled differently. This one in there for a strike. Very nice pitch. And that's going to strike him out. Here comes Ward. Ward is coming up now. We call them Jimmys. There's Yimmys. There's so many. There's so many. Thank you, Josh. All right, here comes Ward. Takes the first pitch in there by a strike. Man, it's 99 miles an hour. Oh, he can throw. Made a mistake after getting food from the concessions and went to sit in the 90-degree seat. Went back to it was a hot seat. Yes. That'll get you. That'll catch you by surprise. Here comes Jimenez to Ward. He's going to foul this one back. Goes to 1-2. Could not imagine being at a baseball game in Texas in July. I think it bursts into flames. There's this. It's hot. Like, they're showing the seats. Hey, you can see everybody sweating. Like, that's how hot it is. They're all shiny. But you can see, you know, when you're looking at heat and you can see like the heat waves, like when you see that coming off the seats, you know it's hot. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Jimenez is throwing right now hard. So Goodwin coming up here for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 8th inning. But it's more humid. Yeah, the humidity hurts. Let's see. They have it listed at 79 now. They've dropped it a degree. Inside, ball one here to Goodwin. Goodwin's got the red shin guard on and the red elbow guard on. Swing and a miss. 1-1. That was a nice pitch. Good movement. It's amazing in this heat. It's funny when you look, there's some people with the big straw hats, some people with the ball caps on. Is that a cowboy hat? And then you got a lot of people without wearing hats. How you can sit for 3+ hours in this heat with no hat on, you're just asking for trouble. Someone please give the young fan a ball. That's right. Give the kid a ball. Jonathan, not sure. I won't know till a little bit later on after my son's hockey game what the plan is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jimenez strikes out the side. We're going to the top of the 9th inning. Blue Jays with a 5-0 lead. Coming up is Jack Goodman, Andrew Jenkins, and Max Clark. That's awesome. All right, let's see how this one is going to play out. Went home with skin burned. I bet those seats, they get hot. Yeah, it's playoffs now. It's playoffs. Playoff hockey, always so much fun. Always so much fun. It's been a long season. Last year, both my boys won their championships. And thank goodness they both won in the same year, because I thought, you know, you get one that wins and one that doesn't. You get a jealousy factor and all that. But luckily you didn't have to deal with it. Both kids won last year. So that was pretty remarkable. In the same day too, right? Championship Sunday. They had the semifinals in the morning, the finals in the afternoon. And so they both won the semifinals game. And then their championship games were one after another, actually, funny enough, on the same rink, the way it just ended up. So we watched one, they won, they brought out their little version of the cup, they got to celebrate, take it in the locker room, big celebration. They quickly got dressed, we hustled them to the restaurant in the arena, and they had a little pizza party, and then I had to run back for my other son, who then won, and we did the whole thing over again. It was so much fun. So, Jonathan, one of my boys is a defenseman and one is a goaltender. So one is a D and one is a goaltender. And last year, our goaltender, they won the championship game with a shutout too, which was awesome. And in 3 playoff games, he gave up 2 goals, which was wild. All right, gonna poke this one in play over to third base, hustling to first in time. Just got him. This is a bold prediction. I think Jimenez, the Jays, will have more hits in the preseason than the regular season. Why? Oh, Skittles doesn't like Jimenez. But there's 3 on the Blue Jays. So there's 3 Jimenezes. I'm assuming you mean our shortstop. This is the best Toronto Blue. Thank you, Kareem. Appreciate it. We like to have fun. Listen, we know baseball can be a slow game, but we like to have fun. Swing and a miss. Jenkins. Coming up, he's 0-2 now. Andrews on the hill here for the Blue Jays. Tanner Andrews trying to get this one done. Hey, Beverly. Swing and a miss. I don't think he got the tag on, but they throw it down to first in time. 2 down, 2 down. Tigers down to their last out of the afternoon. Blue Jays have off tomorrow, but they do return on Tuesday as they take on the Braves at 1 o'clock. Roll in the over the Jets this off. That's a good question, Josh. I think for several Canadian teams, there's going to be a lot of conversations and a lot of changes. A big congrats, Beverly. I was so excited. 5-0 Jays, 2 outs. This one is going to be foul back. 1-1 now to Clark. Max Clark, 0 for 1. He grounded out in the 7th. It was 1-0, and it is a final 1-0. Blue Jays over Baltimore in that one. 1-0. Come on, Jays, close this one out. They're 1 out away. Blue Jays trying to shut out both games today. That would be something. 2 split squad shutouts would be amazing. And I know you don't normally say shutout before the game is over, but this one is going to be put into play to second base, over to first in time. This one is over. The Blue Jays shut out the Tigers 5-0. Way to go, Blue Jays. Gausman picks up the win, goes to 1-0. That was a beauty. That was an absolute beauty of a performance by Kevin Gausman through 50 pitches. Sammons picks up the loss here today. Whoo-wee, this was an exciting one. I mean, Gausman, I thought he pitched pretty well. Holy, this is a long list of pitchers here. Gausman threw 52 pitches. 34 of them were for strikes. And if we go down, where is... Let's see here. Holy smokes. Why is this so hard to find? There we go. Katsevich, he had a double today. Addison Barger with the home run. Barger played well, picking up some RBIs. Blue Jays, runners in scoring position with 2 outs, left 1 on. Runners in scoring position in total, they were 3 for 8. So the Blue Jays get the win. Detroit, no runs on 7 hits, 1 Blue Jays error. The Blue Jays scored 1 in the second, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth. And so 5 runs on 7 hits and an error as well. This was a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure your notifications are on. You never know when we pop in. The game is done. We look forward to seeing you very soon. We might be on later tonight for the World Baseball Championships, the World Baseball Classic, the WBC. We'll have to see. We're going to find out soon. From all of us here, I want to say thank you to our mods. Mods doing a great job. Thank you to everybody who came in and supported our channel. We appreciate you all so much. We look forward to seeing you again real soon. My name is Sam. This is the Sam Welby 12 Experience. And go Jays go. Regular season is just around the corner. Let's see how Canada does in the WBC. We'll see you later tonight. Hopefully, if not, we'll see you during the week. Take care and have a good one. Peace, love, and happiness. See ya.